Okay, so step two for owning the failure. Step two for owning the failure is finding the root cause. Finding the root cause. If you do not know where it's coming from or how it presented itself, how is this ever going to get fixed? If you keep saying, if it's something as simple as, you know, man, my car keeps running out of gas. I don't know what's going on. And, you always got to lug a gas container. Well, it's because maybe the needle on your gas gauge is broke, or maybe you're not paying attention to that needle. If you can't find the root cause of a situation, it is going to be almost impossible to fix. Okay? You have to find the root cause. You might have to look into places you don't want to look. You might have to look into places here and here. Or you might have to be able to look at a person in your life and say, whoa, they've been doing that to me this whole time, and I've been letting them. You've got to be able to find out what's going on and where it's coming from. You've got to find where it's coming from. If the problem is that you're getting bad grades and you don't know why you're getting bad grades, you're just literally just like floundering around. Well, buddy, you've got to figure out what's going on. And the best way to do that is to just start listing out possibilities. Just get a piece of paper or pull out your computer or your phone and just start typing out possibilities. Doesn't matter if they're out there. Just start getting some ideas down on paper. Get some ideas down on your phone. Get some ideas down on a Word document. Just start coming up with stuff. Saying, okay, as I am today, what are the possible root causes? And if some of them are god awful or have nothing to do with it, that's okay. That's what the delete button's for. But now you've got a list of possibilities in front of you. You've got a list of possibilities in front of you. You can start removing the ones that don't make sense or the ones you know got nothing to do with it. And then you can look at each one of those possibilities and say, okay, where's the evidence to support this? Where's the evidence against this? If there's more evidence to support it, then it's probably worth keeping. So, like I said, you just get a list of possibilities. Why am I getting bad grades? Option number one, I'm not getting enough sleep. Option number two, I'm not doing enough homework. Option number three, I'm not going to class. Option number four, because my car broke down, right? Option number five, because it's raining too much. So you got to get just a list of options and a list of possibilities, and then you can start removing the ones that don't make sense. And as far as removing options from that list, I'd say just take a look at each one of those items, saying I'm not getting enough sleep. Where's the evidence to support this? Where's the evidence against this? And when I say evidence, I'm saying where's the evidence to support that me not getting enough sleep equals or contributes to getting bad grades? So you just get a list of options, a list of possibilities, and just go through each one of them. Where's the evidence? So like option number two, I'm not doing my homework. Where's the evidence to support that this contributes to me getting bad grades? Where's the evidence that this doesn't impact me getting bad grades? So if you can do that double column analysis there, that you can find the evidence pro and against each one of those options, now you're going to start moving towards your root cause. So like I said, so the scenario is you're getting bad grades. And one of the options is you're not going to class. Where's the evidence that this contributes to me getting bad grades? Where's the evidence this doesn't contribute to me getting bad grades? Where's the evidence that not going to class gets me good grades? You get what I'm trying to say? So you get a list of possibilities, and then you work through each of those possibilities with evidence for and evidence against. Evidence for, evidence against. The camera's a little close. So, and you just walk through that list. And sometimes you might have to revisit items. Sometimes you might have to remove items. Sometimes you might have to re-add items. Sometimes you might have to add brand new items a couple months after the fact. As long as you keep that list active and dynamic, then you can say, okay, now we're getting somewhere. So, like I said, just like imagine you got an Excel sheet. In the middle column is a possible root cause. On the right side is evidence to support that as a root cause. On the left side is evidence that supports this as not a root cause. So if you're able to do it from that perspective and just go down the list saying, okay, I got 10 possible options. Where's the evidence to support each of those options? Where's the evidence against those options? And it's not going to be 100% black or white or one way or the other. You can find ways to loop your mind around making it a root cause or making it not a root cause. But you just, if there's more evidence than not, then it's probably at least a portion of the problem. Which leads into my next topic, is that very few things in life are a issue. Okay? And I really want to drive this home here. If you say, why am I getting bad grades? It's not just a thing. It's a symphony. It's just like a symphony of orchestra, a symphony of instruments. They all come together at the worst possible time in the worst possible way. So if you say, why am I getting bad grades? Well, it's a combination of things. It's you're not getting enough sleep. You're not doing your homework. You're not turning in your assignments. You're not going to class. You're spending all of your time smoking and drinking. Okay? So, those 5 things I just listed are all contributing to the problem, which is getting bad grades. So, if you look at it from the perspective of, instead of saying it's a 1-to-1, bad grades, why? Well, the why might be 5+ things. You'll say, well, what do I do then? Start chipping away at them. Find one thing out of that list and see if you can make it better. So if you say I'm getting bad grades and it's because I'm not doing my homework, I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm not going to class, I'm smoking and drinking, find one of those 4 things and start chipping away at it. So if the option is I'm getting bad grades, maybe just start opening up the book. Start opening up the book. Start reading it. Start chipping away at that possible root cause. And if you get good at that one, then you can say, okay, I think I got that one under control. Now the other 3 are I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm smoking all day, and I'm not going to class. Well, try to start going to class. Maybe you'll get them participation points. Maybe you'll understand the material better. Start chipping away at that one. Start working away at that. Just to say, okay, I'm getting my homework kind of put together. Let me start going to class more consistently. So now you're chipping away at 2 root causes. And then you say, well, I'm smoking and drinking too much. Well, I don't know which of them 2 to tackle first. You're going to have to decide that one. But, maybe if you get a set bedtime and a set wake time, maybe you won't feel so crappy 24/7. So what I'm getting at is, like I said, anything that's going to be a problem or a challenge or a failure is not going to be just a root cause. It's always, if you find anything in life that is a root cause, I think that's very rare. I think most things in life are a combination of at least 3 or 4 things. Now, of those 3 or 4 things, 75% might be in one, but the other 3 do contribute to the other 25%. So keep that in mind too, that it's never just a thing. But if you can make any progress towards, so if you say that I've got my root cause, right? And I could say you add up all the root causes and it's 100%. If you can chip it away that now it's only at 90%, that's progress. Even if you weren't able to fry the big fish, if you were able to get some of the tadpoles out the way, dude, that's an improvement. You got to own that. You got to be happy for that. You absolutely have to be happy for that. And, you as a person on a journey towards self-improvement, self-mastery, self-realization, self-actualization, whatever phrase we want to say here, you as a person that is on that journey, you've got to take every inch you can get. Even if you only get a whole inch out of 24 hours, it's still an inch more than you had yesterday. And I know that sucks. I know exactly how that feels. It is god awful to feel like you only got an inch. But guess what? You got an inch. Tomorrow you might get two. Tomorrow you might get 2 inches. So any progress you make towards your root causes is a victory. Okay. And the only way you get that victory is by owning that failure, which is, in this instance, I'm getting bad grades. So step 1, what is happening? Step 2, what are the root causes? Within the root causes, there's probably multiple root causes, and you've got to walk through each of those possibilities to see whether it fits or not, whether it lines up or not, whether it syncs up. You've got to do that. You absolutely have to do that. Someone like myself, and if you're receiving any sort of professional advice, or if you have friends or allies, they can only do so much. You've got to find those root causes ultimately. And you've got to really internalize those root causes. To say, this is what's screwing me up. I would like to snap my finger and fix all of it, but I can't. So what can I do right now? What can I do right now? So step 2, like I said in this process, what are the root causes? Find your root causes. If you can't find your root causes, we're not getting anywhere quick. Alrighty, I will see you for the next lesson.